Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Geo. Today I will discuss about another part of migration, that is consequences of migration. I have already discussed what is migration, their causes and Indian diaspora in my previous videos. Those who haven't yet watched it, the link is given in the description box. Please watch it. Migration is a response to the uneven distribution of opportunities over space. In this context, all of you remember the pull and push factor. Basically, the people tend to move from the places of lower opportunity safety to the places of higher opportunity, and they move in order to avail or access better job opportunities, entertainment facilities, and for a more improved life pattern. So this in turn creates both benefits as well as problem to the places of in-migration and out-migration. So in this video, I will discuss about the different consequences of migration like economic, demographic, social, political as well as other consequences. From my previous video, we all know that most of the migration takes place from rural area to urban area. So in this context, we will get to know about the different sort of migration. So let's start with the economic consequences of migration. Economic consequence means something that is related to money. Suppose a person is leaving his state or city and going to other states or cities for job purpose. For example, a person staying at Mumbai and he is leaving his hometown which is in Bihar. Now he sends money to his family every month. That we call as a remittance. That is internal remittance. Why we call it as an internal remittance? Because the remittance is sent within the country. Same thing persists in the international remittance as well. When a person sends foreign remittance to his country from abroad. India received 11 million US dollar as remittance from the international migrants in 2002. People living in Punjab, Kerala, Tamil Nadu receive a significant amount of remittance from the international migrants. In this context, we need to remember that remittances sent by the international migrants are more than that of the internal migrants. So the remittances sent are mainly used for food, repayment of debts, treatments, marriages, children's education, construction of the houses and so on. So remittance basically works as life based for the economy of the poor villages of Bihar, UP, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh and so on. So this is all about the positive consequences of migration, positive consequences, economic consequences of migration. But however, there are also negative economic consequences of migration, like huge influx of immigrants, like those who are coming from the rural to the urban area. They put a pressure in the urban economy, which results in the development of the slums and generation of unemployment. Example of it is Dharavi slum of Mumbai, which is Asia's largest slum. Rapid rate of in-migration leads to the overcrowding of the metropolitan cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata and Bangalore. As the in-migrants cannot afford the expenses of this city, so they start to live in informal areas with substandards and unhealthy living condition, which is a hindrance to the economy. Next is the demographic consequence. The term demography means which is something that is related to population. There are different attributes of population, that is age, sex, income, education. We have already learned people migrate to rural to urban areas for better opportunities. Thus, they are leaving behind their families at home, which causes a demographic imbalance, that is imbalance in the age and sex structure of the family. Thus, the working age population drops in the rural area. Mainly, women and children are left behind, and also the old age group. Basically, women are deprived of the equal work opportunity. As more number of male working population, they are moving from the rural to the urban area. So basically there is a reduction of their population in the rural area and increased in the urban area, and that is why in rural area it is left with only the female children and old age group, that is the dependent age group, whereas there is an increase in the male population in the urban area. So this causes a demographic imbalance in the demographic structure. Next is the social consequences. It also includes the positive as well as negative consequences. So what is positive for social consequences? It includes the socializing or intermixing of people of different cultures, which ensures the brotherhood, widens the mental horizon of the people, and transfer of culture, that is acculturation. So acculturation is a term that means whenever the transfer of culture takes place. Okay, as we are coming in contact with the people of different culture, so obviously we get to know about each other's culture. So that we call, that is the transfer of culture, is known as acculturation. Besides the positive consequence, there are negative consequences as well. Many a times what happens, there is a lack of acceptance for certain people in the society. Like the people who are coming from the other places, they are not readily accepted by the others of the existing members of the society. So especially the slum dwellers, that time what happens, the people start to suffer from anonymity, and continued dejection can lead to an individual to get involved into the antisocial activities like crime and drug abuse and so on. So here you can see the graph is given of total slum population and total population of the different metropolitan cities, and you can see that Mumbai records the highest slum population among the all other metropolitan cities. Another graph is showing the drug addiction or abuse related to suicides in Indian states. So we can see that most of the time people commit suicide due to isolation, dejection, lack of acceptance in the society. This is a burning issue and this is quite prevalent in all sections of the society. So this is another darker side of a society, or we can say as a negative social consequences of migration. The fourth one is the environmental consequences. When it comes to environmental consequences, it focuses on natural resources and other related factors. Due to rural-urban migration, there is overcrowding in the existing social and physical infrastructure in the urban areas, and this leads to the unplanned and unhygienic growth of the urban settlement and overexploitation of the natural resources. Population pressure also causes pollution, disposal of sewage and management of solid waste. Overpopulation also increases the carbon emissions. So these environmental issues are very serious and they are of serious concern. The last one is the political as well as the other consequences. So look, as per the Election Commission of India, you are already eligible to vote at the place where you are enrolled, and that is mainly your place of residence. But India is facing this problem at national level. Many international migrants coming to India become the voters here. This illegal influx of immigration are benefited through voting rights. During elections, these illegal migrants become a part of vote bank politics. So this is a serious political issue which is related to migration. And the other factor includes the status of the woman. Migration affects the status of the woman directly as well as indirectly. In rural areas, male selective out-migration leaves their wife behind, which puts an extra physical and as well as mental pressure to women. And the positive side is that of women for job and education purpose, which enhances their autonomy and makes them self-independent. But at times, women faces problem of lack of safety and security. So this is all about the different consequences of migration. Hope it is clear to you. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel for more educational videos like this, and please don't miss to press the bell icon. Thank you.